What's going on, guys? It's Clutch Plays here, and today I'm going to be telling you guys why Kyrie Irving will come to the Knicks in free agency. The Knicks have the best odds of getting Kyrie according to Vegas odds makers, and I'm here to tell you guys why he is coming. However, Kyrie changes his mind a lot, but now I finally believe that he has made up his mind completely because of these pieces of information I've gathered in this video. Also, thank you to the Knicks and Celtics Instagram pages for lots of the information I use in this video, so please check out their links in the description. Before I get into why Kyrie is going to come to the Knicks, let me explain why Kyrie will leave the Celtics in free agency. To begin, we all know that at the beginning of the season, Kyrie said that he was going to re-sign with the Celtics, but as the season went on, Kyrie began to get more and more frustrated with his young teammates, especially Jason Tatum. The Celtics, especially Kyrie though, would turn on their teammates in the locker room when talking to reporters. One example of this was on January 9th after beating the Pacers by almost 30 points. Kyrie says, "The young guys don't know what it takes to be a championship level team. What it takes every day. And if they think it is hard now, what do they think it'll be like when we're trying to get to the finals?" Here, Kyrie is throwing shade at Tatum and Brown because he does not think they have what it takes to be team players. Next, when the Knicks played the Celtics on February 1st, Kyrie says to reporters, "I don't owe anyone shit," and talks about how he does not care about his legacy if he leaves the Celtics in free agency. I will get into why this is important towards the Knicks later on, but now we can see Kyrie is seriously contemplating leaving. If he wanted to re-sign with the Celtics, he would just say that his mindset hasn't changed from the beginning of the season. Towards the end of the season, reports came out that Kyrie was a locker room cancer and that he was as far away from his teammates as he was in Cleveland before he requested a trade. These reports seem legit because one of the team leaders, Marcus Morris, came out and said that the team is a bunch of individuals while on the floor and when on the bench with each other. He was going on to say he didn't like how the Celtics weren't jumping up on the bench when they made a shot, and they seemed kind of like away from the team. To continue, the last saving grace for Kyrie to stay in Boston was if the Celtics could make a miraculous playoff run, but it failed miserably. If you're a Celtics fan watching, blame Paul Pierce for cursing you guys.
As a team, I don't know where Milwaukee goes from here.
Whoa. So is this over?
No, listen, I think it's over.
Boy, if you don't get
In an exit interview when Kyrie was asked about his future with the Celtics, he said, "For me, it's just moving on to the next thing and seeing where it ends up." On to the next thing. After this disastrous season, there's absolutely no way Kyrie will come back and play for the Celtics, so let's get into why he's going to come to the New York Knickerbockers. First, the competition. The other potential candidates rumored to go after Kyrie are the Nets and the Lakers. The Nets currently don't have a max spot on their roster as their cap situation is a complete mess with the Allen Crabbe contract. If they somehow make space for him, Kyrie would have to come to Brooklyn where they have a rising star point guard in D'Angelo Russell and a great backup point guard, maybe even the best backup point guard in the NBA, Spencer Dinwiddie. Why would Kyrie join a team that already has their point guard position set for the future? The Nets are also a little brother team in New York, so why join the Nets when you can play in New York City next to another big star, KD, with an outstanding young core surrounding him? Next, the Lakers are a mess right now to the point where their fans are protesting in front of Staples Center. Their front office is currently looking after a coach after their main candidate, Monty Williams, signed with the Suns! Yes, the Suns! The Phoenix Suns! If Kyrie were to join the Lakers, he would be known as the player that could only win with LeBron. He tried to get away from LeBron in Cleveland, so why on earth would he come right back to him when he has the choice to go anywhere he wants? The story sounds good for Lakers fans and LeBron fans, but Kyrie would be a fool to join the Lakers, and he isn't a fool. The man went to Duke, okay? My next point is the video. As you guys see on the screen right now, this is a conversation that occurred between Kyrie and KD in the tunnel after the All-Star game. People at the All-Star weekend said that these two were inseparable and did everything together. In this video, right before Kyrie puts up 2 fingers, he says, "That's 2. After he puts up the 2 fingers, he goes on to say, "That's 2 max contracts." The Knicks are the only team in the NBA that has 2 max contract slots, and the day of this video was just 2 weeks after the Kristaps Porzingis trade that allowed them to have this cap space. The next day when Kyrie is asked about this video, he gets heated and begins to elaborate on the fact that people watching his every move and conversation is what doesn't make the league fun for him. He gets awfully defensive in this situation, and if this speculation was not true, he could just say it was false rather than get frustrated with the media.
We started the conversation. What I do with my life is my business. So it's none of yours, none of anybody's. It's not anybody's business, right? Like that's what disconnects me from all that shit. Like, because I have no connection to that. Like, over a video, I'm asking questions about the fans. You brought up the fans? Come on, man.
Kyrie, you got caught red-handed. Also, Kyrie got shut down in the playoffs against the Bucks, and has clearly shown that he cannot be a first option on a championship team, so why not join the second best player in the NBA right now, KD, in New York, and be his sidekick? Kyrie has never played with one of his close friends before, so having the opportunity to play with KD would be a no-brainer for him. Continuing on, back in 2017, Kyrie had 4 teams that he wanted to be traded to. Those teams included the Heat, the Timberwolves, the Spurs, and the Knicks. The important thing to note is the Knicks were horrible at the time, and the only thing they had going from them was really playing in the Garden. Phil Jackson was their general manager at the time. That's when you know things are bad. One of the main reasons Kyrie wanted to leave Cleveland was because he didn't get the recognition he thought he deserved, but that would never be lacking in the Big Apple. If Kyrie and KD were to win a chip in New York, he will go down as a legend for the rest of his life. He will never ever have to pay for a single thing in New York for the rest of his life as well. There's even an agent that came out and said that KD and Kyrie are debating who will sign with the Knicks first. However, the source, it's credible, is like on ESPN and stuff, but I don't know how much this is true. Also, one of the most credible sources in the entire NBA, maybe aside from Woj, Stephen A. Smith said, "From what I've heard, there's a 95% chance Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving will go to New York." This is someone who talks to a lot of NBA people, and what he thinks about this situation really does matter, and I think it's a very significant piece in the puzzle. Finally, for my last point, this can be taken as a grain of salt. However, after deeply looking into this story, I do believe there might be some truth behind it. Here's the post that I found on Reddit I'm talking about. The dude who posted this comment is a huge Celtics fan who lives in New Jersey and believes that he knows something. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically it says his friend's mom is representing someone who was selling a house to Kyrie Irving. This guy's mom found out about 2 weeks before Game 2 versus the Pacers. A few weeks before Game 2, the Celtics played the Nets in Brooklyn, which is very close to the area of this house. Then the guy's mom tells him that Kyrie coming to the Knicks is top secret. He immediately deleted this message after because he thought it was a direct message and not a comment. To me, the story adds up if you go through the complete story and look into it more and see that it actually does add up. But this was a post on Reddit with absolutely no credibility, so who knows? What do you guys think about this story? Is it complete BS, or do you think that there is actually some credibility in it? Now that I have made my point, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think Kyrie will come to New York? Because it seems pretty clear in my eyes that he will. Also, tell me if you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about clarification on any of the topics, or if you want me to explain anything else more in depth, please leave it down below in the comments. With that said, I'm out, and peace! Kyrie, KD, Zion 2020, baby.